Vegas Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fun.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
To throw on second down. McMullen throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held him to no gain.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Here's the Raiders punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Called on a very strong gain of 24. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another first down. They'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Now a 2nd and 2. And Smith in motion right.
2 yards, good enough for first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so you know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards to go, second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Throwing on first down. McMullen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw. McMullen. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
To throw on 3rd down. McMullen. That is caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Alford, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bills had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Alford. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. This is 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Raiders heading out to take over. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 79 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. Here's 3rd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And here come the Bills.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now a handoff up the middle. Alford.
And he's going to have the Bills first down as the tackle made here at the 36. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Now a give, right side. Alford. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, McMullen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw. McMullen.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Off play action. McMullen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. McMullen.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. McMullen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, they'll run it here. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
96 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Alford. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Up the middle they go. Alford, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Alford. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it?
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMullen.
There's a short throw taken in by Bryant.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Raiders 1st down.
Off the bootleg. McMullen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
117 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McMullen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lock one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Here's Smith to return it. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd down, Alford, and he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So here are the Bills to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Muscles him off. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alford. And strong run there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever had, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, McMullen completes it to Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. McMullen.
And that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far.
Now 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. Alford. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here now, 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 in the first.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. In motion right is Smith. On 2nd down now. Alford trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First down, Raiders.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. McMullen. It's caught by Davis. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Bills' 39-yard line.
Off the play fake. McMullen.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, McMullen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Alford. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Alford, and forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now a handoff up the middle. Alford. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The Raiders on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
On first down, McMullen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, McMullen got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18-yard line.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Operating from the gun, McMullen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point up and through, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Alford. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Muscle and burst right there.
Right back to him on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 3 yards out.
And the Bills look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They go play action here on first down.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bills, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get